Hello. You guys, oh my goodness. Tonight, do I have a show for you? This one is especially for the ladies and it's going to be super sexy. Okay, so I don't even know where to start because it's just so juicy, and who knows what could happen today, really, because I've got some really special guests on with me today. I have Miss Kanya Ford, who is a clinical sexologist, coming on to talk to us. So I have no idea what information she's going to share with us, but I'm super excited about sharing with you. And I think that you're really going to like it. We also have TFAB Fit on with us, who's going to show us some moves that we can do at home to keep ourselves fit and sexy while we're at home. And we're also going to hear from my very good friend, Margaret Catherine, and she is going to talk to us about injectables and other women's health. So let's get started. Okay, guys, are you ready for this? So with that being said, I'm going to bring on Miss Kanya Ford so she can talk to us about the sexy life that we're having during the quarantine. Hello, my love. How are you this Friday?
I am good. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. I'm just, staying quarantine clean and trying to do what I have to do to be happy at home. And so that's why we brought you on here, because we know some people are trapped at home with their mates and they are maybe they were already having a hard time to begin with, and now they're at home and they're quarantined. And it is really difficult from somebody who's been in a 17-year relationship to keep that fire going sometimes. Sometimes you get so comfortable laying next to somebody every night and you're not packing up your whole bag to go over somewhere. Something about packing that bag to get you all excited, get you all in the mood. But you ain't packing that bag no more. And so how do you keep it going? So we are definitely looking forward to all the tips and tricks you have to show us today.
Well, I definitely appreciate being able to talk on this. And the funny, I guess it's almost coincidental. I literally just did like a YouTube talk about this. I called it like More Time, More Problems per se.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're now spending so much time with the person that we used to have time to miss. We used to be able to go to work and miss each other.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, you're just right there in my face all day.
Okay.
And then you throw the kids in the mix and it just turns into something different. So what are the different things that we can do to kind of ease some of that tension and keep the fire going and keep the love still fresh?
Mm-hmm.
So some of the things that I brought up was, create different unique dating avenues. You can't go out to the traditional restaurant. We can't go, and have a drink at the bar. Mm-hmm. So you want to create those things at home. Mm-hmm. So if you have, say you have a garage, or if you have like a pickup truck or a truck that you can go buy a bottle of wine, set up a picnic in the back of the truck, or go and set up in the garage,
Okay. So we're going to have like excursions. I saw somebody put up a tent in the house, like the girlfriend made a tent, and that was really cute. Or you can go in the backyard, or maybe y'all could wait till the kids go to sleep. Y'all can play hide, go get it. I don't know.
Hello. All kinds of fun things that can be done.
Yes.
Creatively.
Okay. So creating a kind of dating environment will definitely help out. And then, I guess, now that you're home and you've been together for a while, you've been doing the same basic moves. Is there, are there some other things that we could do to spice it up? Maybe not the same thing that we always do. Can't be kids still getting them same 3 minutes from college. We've been grown up now.
we got to change it up a little bit. So some of the other things that I brought up is role play.
Okay.
And not necessarily making you, and of course you have to have that discussion first, because mm-hmm. the last thing you want to have is somebody saying, well, you want me to be somebody else? No. I just want to explore and expand our minds.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's ever been just a fantasy that you've ever had, it could be about astronauts, it could be about anything, not just necessarily the basic sex, but
Okay.
being able to find different ways to role play. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
babe, go down the street. I'm going to be in the kitchen doing XYZ. I want you to break into the house. Pretend you're breaking into the house and grab me up and just
Oh,
talk to me crazy, just
okay. Okay. We got some cops and robbers going on here.
right.
That's cool. I love it. All right. So we gave a few tips for the couples who've been together for a while, who can kind of do some things at home, creating a kind of dating environment, even though you're quarantined, and maybe possibly role playing. But I think one of the questions is how do you bring that up? How do you approach that subject with your mate and say, hey, I want you to go put on this costume?
I think now probably is easier than not to bring it up, because everyone's kind of stuck in the house. But ideally, over time, you want to have brought down a lot of those walls that we naturally have up when we get together, so
Mm-hmm.
that when something is brought up, it's not looked at as, "Ooh, you're changing." It's looking at as, "Ooh, I like that change. Let's try it." So being able to stay clear in the discussion of what you
Mm-hmm.
want, that's very important. Because if you start talking in clouds and gray, um, in the midst of what you're actually about to do, may not
Okay.
be clear to your partner. So then the whole thing is just ruined at that point.
Okay, so
Um,
getting clear is definitely going to be important. Okay, I've actually
yes,
heard you say that like 3 times. So that must be really, really important. So just getting clear with what the expectation is, like having some type of safety word, like you're talking through it all.
yes,
Okay,
absolutely. And all of those things happen before the fun starts. So
okay,
even if it's the day before, or if it's 3 days before, one day this week, I'm not going to tell you when. This is what I want to do. This is why I want to do it. Are you on board? Get
mm-hmm.
that permission, even though you are together, may have been together a
Okay,
little bit of time or a lot of time. Get that permission to move forward in whatever action that you want to have going on in the bedroom, living room, kitchen, outside in the backyard, whatever.
I think you're right because I remember one time when I was in college, I tried to do something spontaneous and he fell asleep on me. He did.
Oh,
My feelings was so hurt. He fell asleep on me. And I had a hard time recovering after that. So the next day I broke into his house and I just did it.
I know that's
Don't do
right.
that. I don't recommend you do that. I don't
Yes,
recommend
that can
you
get
do that.
dangerous.
What I'm saying is you might want to talk to him about it before you do it. So Kanye is absolutely right. Make sure you have the conversation beforehand because you don't want to end up like me with your feelings hurt. And next thing you know, you're breaking into the man's house. Anyway,
But that's when you were
so,
young. That's okay.
which leads me to my next conversation for the singles. Because after you done broke into that man's house, I don't think it's going to last that long.
Mm-mm.
So for the singles, are there things out there that the singles can do while we're in quarantine? We can't really date. Are there things singles can do to keep themselves occupied?
Absolutely. I talked about the singles too. And one awesome thing that Pornhub is doing right now is they're giving free prescriptions, gracious, free subscriptions to
It
their
is like
live
for
stream.
some
It is a
people.
prescription.
Yes.
So they do have free live streaming that's going on right now.
Oh, wow.
So if you have not ever taken the time to truly explore your body, and I mean from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, this may be the time to do so. Um, Making sure that, first thing you want to do is make sure you wash your hands
Okay.
and just just explore your body. In addition to being a sexologist, I'm also a bedroom candy representative. So we have loads of fun toys and different potions and lotions and things to get you jumping and going that you can
Oh,
add into the mix. If you are like, all right, I met all 5 of my fingers plus the palm, what else can I do?
yes. So, wow, that's a whole lot right there, because I know, like you said, prescriptions for some people, they really live by it. And if they didn't have time to, they definitely have the time now. So
Yes.
that's some really good information. Kanya, I really enjoy having you on the show. You had some really good tips for us, and I think I'm going to have you come back. Maybe on the late night show when my mom is not watching, because I know she's watching.
Yeah.
I love you, Mom. You're the best. Okay, Kanya, I enjoyed you so much. I'm going to make sure I put your information up here so people can get in contact with you and they know how to find you. Let's see. I've got you. Where are you at? Coming up here, your information. There you are. So there you are at www.loveandintimacy101.com. If you want to know more about Kanya, what she does, how she does it, and what information she can share with you to make your sex life sexier, definitely make sure you reach out to her and go see her website. Kanya, I appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I definitely enjoyed myself.
Absolutely. Have a great evening.
You too.
Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that, because that was like a whole lot of information in a little bit of time, especially a little Pornhub tip. I didn't even know that was going on. I promise you I didn't. So my next guest is going to keep you right in line. So now that you know what to do at home to keep your man occupied, now it's time to get fit so you can feel really confident about your body. And just wanted to say, a lot of times it's not so much about how you look, because I know we've all seen people in relationships that were with someone not so attractive, and they were very attractive. And you thought, wow, how is that working out? But it usually has a lot to do with your confidence. So no matter what your body looks like, you should definitely be confident. But most importantly, and especially now, we should definitely be healthy. So staying fit is not only part of keeping you sexy, it's also a huge part of keeping you healthy. And that is why we have brought on my friend that I went to high school with, T-Fab Fit, to talk to us about staying fit at home. Hello, my love. How are you?
Let me say, I don't know if I can follow up with that conversation, but I'm going to try my best. But y'all kept it spicy.
I tried to keep it clean.
Right. But it was all good. They need that information.
They do. They absolutely, everybody needs a little help at home, especially while we're all stuck at home, which is why I had to get you on here. I was like, look, because I know you have a home gym.
I do. I'm the queen of home workouts. That's how I started my fitness journey. Lunchtime home workouts, getting myself snatched.
Wow. And you have really taken an amazing journey. For the folks that that might not know you or haven't seen you, when you were in high school, you were actually pretty fit. I remember you were on the track team, and you were snatched back then. And then you had a baby, and you know what happens once we have kids, and just
that body changes.
Yeah, and it was like, who is this? That don't even look like the Trisha we went to school with. Who is this person? And then all of a sudden, she's back. We're watching the workout videos, and whenever I see them, I'm so just inspired by you. But girl, they made me tired. I've been looking at them. I'm like, whoa, girl, she made me tired when she lifted up all that stuff, because you are motivated. And you do so much in your life. You have a daughter who has some health issues that was really kept you very busy, because they're pretty serious health issues, but yet you still have time to exercise. So I gotta know, how do you stay motivated? What is it inside you intrinsically that pushes you to get up, put the workout clothes, and then finish? Yeah. What is that?
So besides my daughter having heart issues, and she's doing well, for everybody that follows our journey, she had a heart transplant in May of 2019, and she's almost 1 year post-transplant. Yay! And she's doing wonderful. Thank you. But besides her, which is my main motivation, I grew up with a sick father. So I made a promise when I had her that I would get myself together and be top notch in my health, so that I wouldn't put her through what I went through. And then also, I like to keep it sexy. Like, my mantra is beauty, brains, and gains. So you got the right one today, because when I work out, I like to epitomize beauty. A lot of times in the industry, or just the stigma, is that women with muscles have to look manly or masculine, or a certain type of way. So with me, I like to break the standard. I like to change that conversation. A lot of times my reputation precedes me because I'm a competitive athlete. So I've heard athletes talk about me before meeting me and not knowing that it was me, because here goes this girly girl in her makeup and her earrings, and she's deadlifting more than the men. So with me, I like to epitomize beauty, brains, and gains. Of course, who doesn't want to look and feel sexy? And I believe when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you perform good. So I try to keep it cute. And I try to epitomize beauty and just inspire other women that, you can do it your way,
Absolutely. Now, I've heard this thing, and tell me if it's true or not, because I don't know, because I don't work out enough to know to find out. But I heard that when you work out, it improves your sex drive. It makes you want to.
Yes. So, okay, let's get into it. When I was overweight, I would get tired, or I wouldn't be motivated, or I wouldn't even feel like it. With women, a lot of times, sex is about the connection. You know what I mean? We want to feel wanted. Men sometimes they just like to get the job done, but with us, we want to feel beautiful and we want to feel wanted. Well, of course, if you don't like looking at yourself in the mirror, you'll feel a certain way about other people looking at you. You always want the lights off. You always want to be covered up. I don't have those type of problems anymore. So once I get myself together, you know what I mean? So it definitely boosts your confidence. You hear people often say, I want to look good naked. And to me, that's always in the back of my mind. Not only do I want to look healthy and fit, and that you look at me and know I'm an athlete, but I also want to look good naked. I want to be my own biggest fan in the mirror. And so that's what I strive to do.
That is beautiful. I guess that is something that would keep you motivated. You're like, I remember one time when I used to go work out. And this is before I got like a really good job. And I used to work out and I used to think about money. And I'd be like, $100,000, $100,000. But then once I got the job, I stopped working out too. I need a new motive. But then once I had a man, and that man made me want to work out. He would go with me to the gym.
That's why if you let that focus be you, you're going to always have you. That's not going to change with a job. It's not going to change with a man. If you like looking at yourself in the mirror and looking good in the mirror and looking good naked, you always going to be there. So you're always going to be motivated.
That is a good advice, which kind of leads me right into, what I was about to say before with, some people, they don't have the body type where they can get like snatched like that. They're always going to be shaped a little differently. Even that's for me, like I've never had a booty. Man, it don't matter how much I go to the gym. I might tighten up, it might sit up over on this side, but it ain't going wow. So it's like, all right, you still have to be confident.
So everybody has their thing. Okay, so let me let you know, booty is not that much of a problem because you can build a booty. Okay, you can build a booty. Booty is muscle. So if you don't have a booty, it's not like you never will have a booty. You can build a booty. It's just nothing but muscle.
In a new language. What? You
can build. Everybody that walks around can build a booty. Your glutes is one of the biggest muscles on your body. So you can build a booty. So if you don't have a booty, you can build it. With me, once I lost weight, my issue was my chest. I breastfed my daughter. And then right after that, I lost 75 pounds. So my boobs left. So you're actually in better shape than me because you can't build boobs. There's just muscle under, but the rest is just fat. But there's things you can do. You can get you sexy outfits that accentuate your boobs.
Yeah.
You can get you a good push-up, and you can do a lot of good chest exercises. With me, I have 2 chest days a week where I build that wall of muscle under my breast. So that way it gives that illusion and that curvature back, so that there's things that you can do. But booty, don't lose hope. You can always build your booty. Always,
always. Actually, that reminds me of a picture that I saw on your Facebook feed. And when I saw this picture, I'm going to see if I can pull it up. When I saw this picture, I was like, oh my gosh, look at that lady. That picture, I saw that lady in that picture.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I should.
So now you can look at her from the front and tell she's SpongeBob in the back now. That's not even a science. But the picture that you see where her fit is she pretty much built muscle on her butt. And her butt is popping. It is stacked. And look at her age too. So Some people use age as an excuse, well, my muscle is old or my skin is loose. Come on now. That's all garbage. You can build that butt. So you don't have to go out there and pump it up, and you don't have to suck it and buy it and put all types of foreign stuff in it. You can build it with certain exercises, build those glutes nice and pumped, no matter how old, how young, you can build your butt.
I'm telling you, you are giving us hope tonight. You are giving us hope. I know you have given me hope because I really didn't think you could build a booty. I thought I had my daddy booty and my mommy booty, and that was the end of it. And I was gone. But I'm gonna tell you something. I love my little tushy. I love my yo-yo booty, and I even talk to it sometimes.
I was the same way. I thought I was stuck in one body type. My family is actually very hippie, so with me, once I gain weight, I gain it in my quads and in my glutes. So it's either I'm real lean where I have no butt, or I'm big but I have too much, like I'm not proportionate. So actually this off season I've been really working on focusing on my glutes, because when I compete in bodybuilding, if you don't know, and also powerlifting. But one of the last things that comes in is my glutes. So I said this off season I want to make sure that I focus on my glute exercises so that I keep that proportion, because of course everybody wants illusion. You want a small waist and a nice toned round bottom. So I'm focusing on it. And there's things that you can do right at home. You don't need a lot of equipment. There's exercises like bridges, donkey kicks, step ups, of course, deadlifts, all types of things that you can do to build your butt without any type of equipment, just body weight exercises, and they work. So like I said, that is definitely an easy fix. It takes time, patience, and consistency. But if you want that nice round bottom, work for it and you'll get it.
Okay. Well, I love a bridge because that's probably the laziest exercise I've ever done in my life. I can lay on my back and just push up. That is like my favorite exercise in the world, girl. And I can scroll Facebook at the same time. But
and that translates into your nightlife, like you just discussed with our last.
I ain't got much of a nightlife, but when I maybe if I exercise more, I might have a nightlife. But
there you go.
Are you some things that you can show us so that I can do at home that might help me out?
Sure. Let me position my camera a little bit, and I'll show you some different exercises you can do for your glutes.
Yay! Girl, look at this gym. This is at your house.
This is at my house. I got my little mat there for you. Hopefully I'm in frame. All right. So I actually made a list on my board. Let me just take you to the list real quick.
Oh, boy.
And I did a little homework for y'all. So I did a little list of butt and gut exercises. So we have bridges, fire hydrants, donkey kicks, split squats. And for anybody who needs these exercises or a little help or advice, you can always email me at tfabfit@gmail.com. I'm going to demonstrate a couple of things for you. And like I said, these things work for me because when I first had my daughter and I decided to get fit, I didn't have the time or the help to leave her at home. So I would leave her and go work out. So I would do everything from home. So as Precious discussed, bridges, an easy exercise, lazy exercise, but it works. You just lay back on your back, arms down, and you lift, squeeze the butt at the top, down, lift, squeeze the butt at the top. Once that gets a little easy for you, you can put a dumbbell right there on your hip flexors and come up and down and add a little bit of weight and resistance to it. One of my favorites is fire hydrant. With me, I like the little curve on the side of my glutes. I think that is so sexy. And I like the little dip right here. I think that is so sexy. So I love doing fire hydrants. So basically, you just come on all fours. And it's kind of like a dog. You use the bathroom with a fire hydrant. You lift and lower. Lift and lower. Okay? Then you have donkey kicks.
Okay.
Back.
Okay.
And every exercise, when you extend that leg, you're going to squeeze the glutes at the top. Squeeze the glutes at the top. If you keep that core tight, it also works your gut at the same time. Couple of gut exercises real quick is crunches. Everybody does crunches. One of my favorites is the bicycle.
Okay.
This works your core very well.
Brings those
abs down. It also works your... Say again?
Is that what we did in elementary school, those little bicycles?
Yes. And it still works. Plenty of variations to it, but basically you lay flat and you kick out and then you cycle around. You can go from leg raises. You can go from that to side. So there's plenty of variations. You can do all body weight exercises, no equipment needed. So while you're stuck in the house on quarantine, Work on that gut, work on that butt, get that sexy back. No equipment needed and no excuses.
You know what? I love all of those exercises that you did. And let me tell you why those exercises I absolutely love, because I love any exercise I can do on the floor.
Right. I even remember times I would keep a mat in my office at work. Okay. And during lunchtime, I would get on the mat and do my little butt and gut exercises. I was determined to get snatched. And like I said, that's all you need is just the consistency, You
absolutely did it. I am so proud of you. I am just honored to watch your whole journey, to be able to be a part of it, to see, where you come from and what you've done.
I appreciate it.
And everything. It's really, really inspiring. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I hope that my guests are as inspired as I am. If you want to know more about how you can get in touch with T and learn more about her fitness and how you can get more fit, I know she also has a meal plan that you can get discounts through. And so make sure you definitely go and check her out. She's on social media at TFabFit. So go and check her out.
That's right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. Keep it sexy. And I'm proud of you as well. Keep doing big things and keep shining. And y'all stay encouraged during this quarantine. Stay focused.
Yes. Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, we are really keeping it sexy. I promised you we would. And so she gave us some great workout tips. Those bridges and things that you can do to build up your glutes and make your waist skinny. I think that's what all women really want. I think that's what guys want too. And so I think that's also a great way to get your mate involved. If you're doing little exercises in front of him and you got your spandex on, I'm sure he will enjoy that. And I'm sure Kanye would agree with me. So my next guest that I have on is another dear friend of mine, and she's going to talk to us about injectables. And so if you don't know what that is, she's going to tell us all about it. I don't even want to try to step on those toes, because that is, although I have had some, that is an arena that I really don't know a lot about. I mean, I can teach you about staying pretty and beautiful and being a lady, but these injectables are just not my department. She has so many credentials behind her name. When I asked her, I was like, send me a little information about you. Girl, she rattled off like it's the alphabet. Girlfriend is qualified. Okay, do you hear me? She has so much experience in women's health and things that affect women. I know we're here to talk about injectables, but I'm going to see what other information we can get from her. So with that being said, I'm going to bring on my dear friend, Margaret Catherine. Oh my gosh. Girlfriend, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I love you. You look like you're on the back porch.
I am. So I'm breaking quarantine. I'm just coming on the porch. It's kind of nice outside. So I thought, you might hear the neighbor's lawn being mowed. My dogs are out back, but a little chilly. Yeah.
I don't think you're breaking quarantine at all. I think you're perfectly fine, allowed to be in your backyard. And I've heard that sun really helps out this whole situation. So
yeah, people need to get vitamin D. It helps with stress and anxiety and, just taking a walk around the block, that really, for fitness and health, but it can mentally help you as well.
Yes. Now, I have you on here because I wanted to talk about injections a little bit. Okay. And I know some people, I can almost guarantee that a lot of my guests have thought about it, but they haven't done it, because we're in that age where we're getting a little bit older. We're starting to notice little lines. And of course, the camera has been extremely forgiving, or at least from where I can see it, and they aren't showing all my lines. So I'm grateful for that.
Worse, when you open your phone and the camera's flipped and you see your face and you're like, oh.
Yeah, with no makeup, and it's just you looking at it. I know I've taken pictures of myself with no makeup just as an experiment, and I'm always disappointed.
I have pictures of myself without makeup. Never, ever. No.
Not gonna happen. So tell me exactly what these injectables are, because there's different types and they last for different lengths of time and they go in different places. What do you see most people getting done these days?
Well, when you're talking about injectables, you have your neurotoxins, and then you have your fillers. And it really just depends on what you want. So usually when I'm doing a consult for a patient, I always kind of, after introductions and consents and all that, I kind of ask, well, like, what bothers you most? Because a lot of patients will come see me and they're just like, what can you do about this? And I'm like, okay, let's narrow this down. Like, what bothers you most? And so, for example, a lot of women, probably the number one place I inject Botox or Xeomin, Jeuveau, those are your neuromodulator, your neurotoxins, is right here. Those
Mm,
11, like when you make like a mean face, and I
yeah.
can't,
Yeah.
my face hasn't moved in over a decade, but they gradually over time you'll get those lines, and
Mhm.
people don't like that, so that's a very popular place to inject in this muscle, and it smooths it
Mhm.
out. So it's not going to make the wrinkle go away if it's already there, but it will definitely soften it. And if you're
Mhm.
consistent with getting your Botox lasts between about 3 to 4 months. Every person's a
Okay.
little different.
Okay.
I know personally for me, mine is done at like exactly 12 weeks. Like I don't
Okay.
even get the extra mileage of the fourth month. Some people
Oh,
do. But again, I'm also someone who likes no movement. I don't want any
okay.
movement. So there's different ways, and your injector can help with dosing and placement to give you a very natural look.
Okay.
So usually when people start with Botox, they start with one area, and then gradually, it's like a gateway drug. You want more and more, and I always tell people, they're like, I don't want to look fake. I don't want to look fake, and I'm like, well, we kind of need to do a little bit here and here, maybe around the eyes, because if you just do one area, you will look weird and
Yeah.
fake. You want to, space it out, but that's all things you can talk about in your consult with your injector.
You're right. I
The
never
other
even thought about that because if I inject this area and this area is still, and then I'm smiling and all this is
right,
still
but
doing this,
still,
or this won't move, but
no,
this will, it just looks weird.
it does. But then again, I definitely have some clients that, all they want is their crow's feet. Like that's it. They're like, these lines don't bother me.
Okay.
My crow's feet do. And I'm like,
Mhm.
awesome. So, and I have other patients, like the 11s and then the forehead, they don't care about the crow's feet, or they don't really have, really like deep
Mhm.
grooved ones.
Mhm.
So, it's really all about what is bothering you. I mean, yeah, I mean, I can tell you, I mean, if I had my way, I'd inject you all over, but I do what you want and make you feel good about yourself and make you look natural and well rested and be happy with with your appearance.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
know I had really deep lines right here that I didn't like. I tell you what, I used to have, I still do. I have really, really big teeth. And I had my teeth were really big and I had big gums and my teeth used to sit out.
Like a
Yeah,
gummy
I had
spot.
like the crazy overbite. And I got braces put on because I was having like TMJ. I was having really bad headaches. But when they took out 3 teeth. And then of course my overbite moved back, but then I felt like I had these really deep lines right here that were kind of left behind. And so I was thinking, oh, they would just put some filler in there. But when I got to the plastic surgeon, they put it here. And so I was really surprised. And although
Yeah.
it was very subtle, it really was amazing.
Well, you look beautiful and you are so stunning. So, I
Thank
mean,
you.
perfect. But yes, so when you're thinking about your face, and yes, a lot of people, women are like, I don't like these lines.
Mm-hmm.
And so you think, okay, well, you can put filler in them. And yes, that's definitely an option. But a better treatment, a longer lasting treatment, is to do the cheeks and use a
Mm-hmm.
specific filler that lasts for up
Mm-hmm.
to 2 years. And
Yep.
cheeks are injected and it pulls your face essentially up. So the reason that you get those lines is as we age over time, everything starts to, unfortunately fall, right?
Yep.
We
Mm-hmm.
have this beautiful triangle of beauty on our face, and over time it shifts and goes down. I know it's not great. right? So it lasts longer and it's actually looks much better and achieves what the client wants by pulling the cheeks up. It will
Mhm.
pull those folds. Now, it doesn't really look good on me when I'm demonstrating it because I've had my cheeks done, so I don't have those lines. And it's very subtle, minimal downtime, minimal bruising. And the great thing about fillers is you can see the results instantly, which is
Mhm.
so awesome when you're with a client because I love to do like one side and then I'll show them so they can see. And I mean, they are just, it's just, I love to see people be happy and, really, happy with their results. That's why I love filler so much. It's instant. Botox does take a little while to kick in,
Okay.
anywhere from like 5 to 7 days, kind of depending on the area, but it's not instant. So, I guess what I would tell people if they are thinking about Botox, like don't make your Botox appointment like 2 days before your big event.
Okay.
Because no, anything, any kind of event, like or like say like high school reunion or like
Mhm.
work party. God knows ain't nobody going anywhere now. But when America opens and we can go out, make your appointment at least 2 weeks in advance
Mhm.
because then the effects will have taken and you'll have that nice smooth look or whatever treatment you were
Yeah.
going for. But definitely with Botox, it's not instant. So I definitely have had patients be like, got this huge party in 2 days, and I'm like, you should have
Yeah.
come 2 weeks ago,
I
boo.
did not know that. I did not know that. I thought once they put it in there, it's like, whoa, it happens. Like
Yeah. No, Botox
wow.
takes a little bit to kick in.
You know what?
So
They totally lied to us on the movies. On
it's
the
not
movies, they
not
put the Botox in the lady. The lady goes again. She's like, oh God, oh, talk to her.
oh no, that is such an exaggeration. No,
I feel like I've been had now. I thought I was
I know
so smart. They got me.
they got
So
you.
the fillers is kind of what goes here, and then the Botox is what would go here and here.
Yeah. And there's other uses for Botox. You can do it around the mouth and the muscle right here on either side. And
Mhm.
when you do the injections here, it helps pull the corners of the mouth up. That's another really common thing that patients don't like, as we age. And definitely some people have it more prominently than others. It's where like the corners of the mouth start turning down and you get those what
Mhm.
are called these marionette lines.
Okay, yeah.
So Botox might sometimes help with that, like flipping the corners of the mouth up, and you can also fill those lines.
Wow.
So yeah,
Okay. All right.
so there's many things we can do with them. A quick and dirty way to kind of think about it is Botox from here up, filler here down. But again,
Got you.
you can do Botox in the lower face, but traditionally and mainly it's for the top part of the face. You can do Botox in the neck on these things called platysmal bands to kind of smooth out the neck.
Mhm.
You can also do filler for jaw contouring to like have a nice jaw shape. Also Botox. Some women have, women who have like a really, I think it's a very pretty look personally. The big, like the square face, like they have a
Mhm.
square jaw. You
Mhm.
can inject Botox into the muscle there and it will give like a very smooth look, more feminine. And some patients really desire that. So, again,
Okay.
it's really just about building a relationship with your injector and talking to them and, just really kind of figuring out what you want, what
Wow.
look
Well,
you're
you
going.
gave us a lot of options to think about, especially when, like you said, when America opens up to come and see you because you're at
Yes.
Spa
I'm,
310.
yep, Spa 310 on Patterson Avenue. They have an Instagram and a website. You can, message me on Facebook. I'm at Margaret Catherine. But yeah, come and see me. We do a consultation. And I have to say, real quick, I was listening to Kanye talk. And I mean, I just got to put a plug in for Candy's Kegel Balls. I'm a big bedroom candy fan. And y'all need to go get some Kegel Balls, okay?
Oh,
Drop them in. Oh, yes, honey. They've got like different settings. I'm not even, just get some, okay?
oh my
Fabulous.
goodness. Yes, yes. Well, I love that plug for Kanye's
Oh,
candy
she's
Kegel balls.
a bedroom candy consultant, so just get in touch with her. She'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Candy's got great products.
Fun. So, which leads me to my next question, because I know you've worked in women's health as well. And as I understand it, you've worked at the clinic and then
Honey,
and you taught your husband some bad words. You know, I got to one of the happy hours a couple of weeks ago, and he told me about somewhere it's a flapper or some crazy stuff. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was telling me about, but clearly I am not up with my Urban Dictionary because
oh wow,
I
I literally had a wonderful time working in a city health department, and I mainly worked in the STD clinic, and I did maternity and family planning. But it was one of the highlights of my life. I loved it. But yeah, I've definitely had, been, up to my elbows in vaginas than, more than most people.
more.
So
I would agree.
yeah,
I would agree.
yeah.
So tell me, so the ladies are at home, they're trying to keep it sexy. Now, some of them might have men at home and they're quarantined in a situation where they're with somebody with maybe a very high or active drive, and it might be a little stressful on the woman. Do you have any tips for women as far as keeping the down there healthy, keeping the quarantine clean in those private spaces?
Probably the best advice or answer to this question I can give is stop reading crap on the internet about putting stuff in your vag to like good or like ready to go. No, 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 no. Your vag cleans itself. It's just like a self-cleaning oven. You don't need to be shoving crap up there. You don't need to be getting it steamed. You don't need to be putting a yoni egg up there. Okay? Nothing needs to go in the vag except a clean toy, a penis, a finger, or a tampon. That's about it.
And those little balls you were talking about.
Oh, Kegel balls. Kegel balls. Yeah. Yeah. And ladies with the sex toys, make sure you use the appropriate cleaner. You can't throw them in the dishwasher. You can't wash them with Dawn dish soap. You got to buy the special cleaner that comes because of the latex and plastic that they're made with. Definitely seen a lot of train wrecks with that. But no, I mean, the vagina cleans itself. Just a little warm water, pat it dry on the outside.
So no coconut oil.
No, don't need to be spraying crap up there. No, it will take care of itself. I promise.
Okay. All right. Well, that is some great advice to go on, which will lead me to my quote for the day. If you're ready for it. If you can't be nice, be vague.
Excellent. Excellent.
So that is my quote for the day. I hope you all have enjoyed this show because this has been a really, really wild one. Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with me, Margaret Catherine. I'm just I feel like we have to do this again because there are more stories in there. We need to hear more about this whole, we need to hear more of these stories. I know you can. And then once this quarantine situation is all over with, I need to come see you and maybe we can do some stuff on live and we can show some folks how it's done.
We can absolutely do that. And we can also, if you want, we can talk about skincare and different products and stuff. So anything you want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to it. If anybody's interested, tell us how they can get in contact with you.
You can go to the Instagram page for Spa 310. They also have a Facebook page. You can also message me on Facebook. I'm at Margaret Catherine. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty easy to find.
Awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I will see you again soon and have a wonderful quarantine.
You too. Bye, beautiful.
Bye. Woo, guys, I told you I was going to keep it spicy for this show, and I did. You cannot say that I did not bring it tonight because I 100% absolutely gave you all some tips to think about. You got to talk with Kanya Ford, who told you how to keep it sexy with your man and some things that you can do. And even when you're by yourself, we got to talk to Margaret Catherine, who had told us how we definitely need to keep our toys clean if we're home alone. And she told us about injectables and where you should get what to stay looking tight. And then we talked to T-Fab Fit that told us all about keeping that body right and keeping that booty up. So you've got a full dose of fun and stuff to work with this evening. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you have an idea or story or business that you'd like to share with my audience, absolutely 100%. Please come on and share with me and share with my audience. We'd love to see you and share your story and learn more about your businesses. And if you'd like to see more of these episodes, we'll be on Facebook Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. We'll also air these shows on my Facebook page, which is Extra Precious TV, and as well as my website, which is PreciousTurner.com. So guys, if you have anything else you want me to know, you want to tell me, that's all for tonight. But I do want to say, stay home. Don't go out. I know you guys have seen me say this over and over again during this quarantine. I love you. I care for you. I want you to be here when this is over with. So please, absolutely 100%, don't hang out in these streets. Stay home. I need you to stay alive, okay? So don't go do nothing crazy, because I love you and I don't want you to go nowhere. Who would watch my lives if you left, huh? And we're going to have, I always have a musical artist. So he's going to be entering in the green room shortly. And let's see if I can bring him in here. Oh. Guys, I run this show by myself. So it keeps getting better and then it doesn't. So you got to bear with me as we're getting this all together. I'm looking for Ray Ray, but I don't see Ray Ray here. Ray Ray, where are you? You got to click the link so you can come on here and play some music for my folks. All right, guys, we're going to go to a short commercial and then we'll be right back. Hey, Ray Ray.
Hey.
I see you made it.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're live.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm just in here, preparing. I was watching some of the stuff. It was some good information.
Okay, yeah, it must have got you distracted.
Just a little bit, not too distracted.
Yeah, I see. You were supposed to be in the green room about 5-10 minutes ago. You got distracted with all that good chatting, huh?
Nah, y'all was just talking some good stuff in there. I want to go back. You definitely saving it live, right? So we can go back and listen to it.
Yes, you can most definitely go back and listen to it. And it will be on the website, PreciousTurner.com.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So how you doing in this quarantine situation?
I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful, actually. This is because I live the council culture, so this is my environment. I actually like being quarantined. I'm very happy with this situation. I wish everybody would stay at home as well.
I know, man. I don't know how to get people to see that, I mean, to each his own, I guess,
Yeah, I really prefer people stay into their quarantine spaces. It makes me feel comfortable. So and I sleep better at night, but
you need your beauty rest. Beautiful. That's
so you're gonna play a little bit of music for us. Are you gonna play piano?
I have a piano right here. I wanted a different situation, but it didn't work out like that.
Okay.
And I got I'm just gonna sing real quick. I got one original that I want to do.
Okay.
So
let's hear it.
All right, let's see what we can do. Tell me how you guys can you guys. I can't see any comments or anything, but can you hear it good?
Yeah, I can hear just fine.
All right, here we go. So yeah, man. Try to keep it appropriate for the class. And let me see here.
Yeah, that'd be good.
See, I can't change nothing. All I have is me. Occasional strip club, smoke a little weed. I'm somewhat of a hustler out here in these streets, and I'll be a hustler if you need me to be. Yeah. 'Cause I got that paper for you, damn all them haters for you. Better know we're flossing when we're standing in that Range Rover. It's gonna be good, it's gonna be bad, that's cool with me. Only thing I need is your sex, love, and pain. 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 Yeah. And once this quarantine is over, I'm gonna ask her, when I come through, I'm gonna request that she don't have anything on. Say something like, don't have nothing on. Say don't have nothing on when I come through to see you. Say I wanna see what I came for. Soon as I hit the door, don't have nothing on. It's one of my original songs right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Say I got the superpower. I see the stress all over your body. See, I can stretch you out for hours. All I need to hear is you say yes. You know what I'm on, yeah. Just you all alone, yeah. You know what I'm on, yeah. So cut off your phone. We need, you know I will leave. I've been feeling Jodeci. Keep your eyes on me. It's just you and me. Finally, I can see me and you and me. Now that I got you to myself, onto myself, can you stay a while? Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, no. So take your clothes off, do you need help? You can get comfortable and enjoy the ride. Now that I got you alone, baby, cut off your phone, yeah. We need, come on and, you know yeah. Ooh, yeah. You and me, finally, I can see me and you and me, yeah. Oh, we can take our time, yeah, you and me. Oh yeah, nobody but us, nobody but us.